This thing called telemedicine. Eve Vanderwall is in with us this morning as well. Good morning.
Good morning.
And also in studio is Katie Henderson. We're going to get everybody in place. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning.
Nice and tight on those. Pull those microphones right up there. As tight as you can get on. So first of all, this is the. I think this is the future. I really am excited, very excited about this.
We are too.
Yeah.
We definitely think it's the future.
And you don't have to go to a room with a bunch of sick kids running around. You can actually get on your computer and not spread it or not catch it.
Yeah, that's 100% correct.
Yeah.
And I would say also that it's much quicker as well.
Okay, so we're talking about telemedicine. Explain what it is and how people can take advantage of it.
Sure. So there are actually a lot of variations of the definition of telemedicine. I would say that the other one that really confuses us, providers, members, everyone out there in the community, is the other definition of telehealth. So telehealth and telemedicine, they are used interchangeably. And what does that actually mean? It's really the delivery of healthcare from a virtual technology such as your telephone, a smart device, or your computer.
And if you have the watch, like the Apple Watch, it's measuring your heartbeat. It's doing all sorts. You can do blood pressure. There's all sorts of things that these apps are now doing that can just be transmitted to the physician.
Yeah, technology is crazy.
Yeah. All right. So now, obviously, if you're having heart pain, you're calling 911. There's got to be a list of things that this works with.
Yeah,
and a list of things that you shouldn't.
Yeah, because I thought of some things where I'm like, I don't know how they could do that over the phone or over Skype or something like that. So, I guess one complication I thought, like when I had the earache, they kept checking me for strep. You obviously couldn't do that over the phone. Talk about some of the complications, I guess. Some of the things you can do and then what your limitations are.
Yeah, so through Excellus Blue Cross and Blue Shield, we have a vendor called MD Live. What those services actually provide are non-emergent conditions. So You're talking about the flu. You're talking about sinusitis. If there's a rash, poison ivy. So things like that, where you can take a picture, you can actually have a video conference with the physician, and you're saying, hey, doc, look, I have this rash. I was gardening today. It's really itchy.
Yeah.
And then, of course, by diagnosis, and you're explaining those signs and symptoms, okay, maybe it's poison ivy, and if necessary, we'll prescribe that medication to you.
And this probably is clearly is the beginning. Where we can go from here is how the technology evolves, right?
Right. Well, I think what's happening, too, it's also improving access. Because, again, we have a lot of people that live in rural, and it takes an hour to get to a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
And for their children, if it's 11 o'clock at night. So it's another avenue for people to access health care and keep them out of the emergency room. So really,
I got to say, I was just saying, my daughter woke up to the sound of my daughter vomiting this morning. Third time through since the first of the year. This just keeps to be. It seems like it's recycling. So when the last time she had this, I called the doctors because we were being told if you get it again, you got to get to the doctors immediately. Well, I guess that's true if you had the flu, but this probably isn't the flu. They didn't want us to come in. Because we can come in, but there's really no need to come in. You're doing the right things. That's just over the phone. If we had the opportunity to be using this, you could see her. That is a real big advantage here.
Yeah, it really is. I would say the other thing, too, with that, like you had mentioned, that we don't want to really spread those germs or anything like that, but it's also affordable as well. So, of course, going to the doctor, but who knows what else you're going to be spreading around. Stay at home. Stay in the comfort and convenience of your home. And then, of course, get a reduced cost as well. It's not going to be anything more than your primary care physician payment.
And that's what we're seeing. People are going to the ER using it as their doctor's office.
Yeah.
And you figure the average cost of an ER is minimum $1,000, where this is $40.
Wow.
Big difference, especially when you get into the cost sharing that people are having now.
Now, who are you teleconferencing with? Who are you communicating with? Is it another doctor? Is it your primary doctor?
Couple different avenues to go in.
Yeah.
So the first thing, yes, we would love to see your primary care physician offer telemedicine.
Got it.
First ask and see if that's available. I would say through Excellus's vendor MD Live, they are seeing U.S. board certified doctors, and that's all throughout the United States. So if you're vacationing in Florida and you get that flu symptoms.
Yeah.
So you can call in from Florida, have a visit, virtual telephone, and that doctor would be licensed in the state of Florida.
Wow, that is unbelievable. So this goes with you wherever you go.
It is.
Yep.
And you know what? You read. So our employer groups that have the benefit, we help them sign up because we always tell them, sign up so you're ready if something happens.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
wait till you're sick.
Right.
And so when you
Because
sign
there's a
on,
process.
there's
I
a
know
process.
my wife was just doing this a while back. It's going to take you a little bit to get on and sign up and do all
Correct.
that.
And you put your meds in, you put your doctors in so that your primary care can then be updated after the service. But once you're on it, because I used it, I mean, you actually could put in. So if you want to see if your doctor's available, like do you want to talk to someone right now? Do you want to set up an appointment a half hour from now? And whatever state you're in, they're board certified in that state.
Wow.
That's great.
Pretty huge. Can I just want to, I know this sounds like I'm reading a laundry list, but it's worth reading this list just so people, it gives examples. Acne, allergies, asthma, bronchitis, cold and flu, which has been quite a year for that. Diarrhea, earaches, fever, headache, infections, insect bites. That's a big one. Because people panic, especially the first time your kid's ever been stung by a bee. It's like, is he or she are they allergic? You could actually use this for that. Joint aches, nausea, rashes, sinus infections, sore throat, urinary tract infections. The sinus infection one I find really big. Because, we're all in this mode where we don't want to overprescribe antibiotics. But you're dying in the face. It's just and you call, and it's like, well, we can't get you in until tomorrow. And it's today, and you don't need it tomorrow, you need it now. Tell me that I would be able to phone in and get the attention that I'm looking for.
Well, I got to tell you, so
What are we talking about time?
This is interesting because a colleague of mine gets sinus infections all the time. So we were just talking about it. So he used MD Live. He just wanted a call to get a prescription.
Yes.
Well, after talking to the physician, he did not have a sinus infection because after they go through a series of questions and basically it was viral. So he said, you really don't need an antibiotic.
Right.
And it did go away within 3 days.
Yeah.
So even though he called with that intent to get the antibiotic, after going through the series of questions, he didn't need it.
I think I've been there, right? You feel like you have that, but at the same time, you want it now. You don't want to wait 2 days to get in, and I think that's really important. So you can get the service right away.
Absolutely. Or let's just say that you're at work and you have only a break from 12 to 12:30. There are the physicians on there that you can actually select an appointment with as well to make it more convenient
This is
for
huge.
you.
Do you guys do colonoscopies? Because I'm dreading going down that road.
Eve brought gloves with her.
Although I did see that you can do it now through the mail. Did you see the new colonoscopies you can do through the mail?
No.
Yeah, I've seen them.
It's called the Fit Kits.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yep.
Can I ask about...
Could your doctors prescribe that? Because you need a doctor's prescription.
This is not the intent for that.
Okay, all right. This is all about me avoiding going to the doctor, just for the record. And when you can clean teeth and pull a tooth, I'm all about this.
So I might have missed this. Do I need a particular app? Is it I just need access to the internet? Is it FaceTime? How does this work?
Yeah, there's a couple different options. So you can actually go through our website. If you're an Excellus member, it's excellusbcbs.com/telemedicine. You can actually call MD Live themselves, and the number is 1-866-692-5045. And if you're not an Excellus member, I would just turn to the back of your insurance card, give the customer care a ring, and ask if you have telemedicine as a benefit.
And the beauty of this is something that you guys are offering. It is offered through others, but you guys are offering it. Your company or your workplace has to be connected with Excellus in order for you to utilize the service. Is that correct?
So for our benefit, yes.
Yes.
But really, anybody can call in and use MD Live.
Got it.
At any
Okay.
point in time.
You just pay. You can give your credit card, and you could just.
You're
pay.
okay. You would not have your insurance covering
Correct.
it.
That is correct.
Understood. Okay. Awesome service to offer. Again, the sign up is going to take you just a little bit. It's worth getting into right now. So you'd call your provider and away you go.
That's right.
And hopefully it's Excellus, and it'll be easier to go the way you go. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think
very cool.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for your time.
we're just talking about Stephen Hawking and his doom and gloom for the future. Here's a little Star Trek type. This is what they did on Star Trek, I think. It's a little positive for the future.
Absolutely.
So, good stuff. Got a break.